Welcome. Today I'm going to discuss some basic concept on Java array. Means here I'm discussing what is the basic syntax to use array, how to read value and how to initialize array. In in complete discussion going around this Java array. So, first, I am going to write one simple uh, programs. Through programs, I am going to detail out what is the basic syntax of creating array in Java. So let's creating one simple class and this simple. Okay. So there are the basic three principles whenever we are going to create array in Java. First point to declare array. Second point to initialize array. And final third point use array. So here basic syntax how to declare array. So first things no array is a collections of data. In generally similar data. Maybe if you are collecting the set of numbers, or you are collecting the set of strings, or you are collecting the set of object, means that means you are trying to collect set of values. That set of value is indicated as a array. In short, array is the collections of similar data item, similar data values. Okay, so the basic syntax. Let's see here a simple example. I am to going create an array of numbers. Okay, so I'm the number. Let's integer numbers. So this is the first step. Step number one to initialize the array. So here this is the basic syntax of declaring array. But and there are multiple way to declare array, initialize array, and use array. And the first way is that key we are just declaring a name of array. This is the numbers, and then we can allocate memory how many number of element we are going to consider. So this is the one basic you can say limitations of array is that initially you have to define the element size. How many number of element you are going to store. Okay. So while declaring your array, you can give the size. So here how numbers equal to new integer and you have to specify the size. Let's say I want to declare the three element. Okay, so in this way you can I have a declare array name as a numbers that is integer type that hold the your three number of element. Okay, so this is declaration part. But how to initialize? Initialization means now we are going to store actual value. Okay, so array is the store value in the form of index. Means ki that is the uh, here we are going to initializing uh, three element. So array is starting from the position 0. Okay, the numbers of 0 position equal to, let's say I'm going to store 1. Numbers is equal to 1 positions. I am going to store 2. Number numbers 3. You are going to store 3 value 2. Okay, so this is the basic syntax. Okay, first first line we have a just declare your array name. Second position we have to say I want to declare integer array of length size is 3. Okay, and now here we have to actually initialize the value. We are putting three elements. All the elements are array in place at a position 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is the positions 0, 1, 2. This is known as an index. Sometimes it is an index. Okay. Oh, great. Now let's there you have declare array, you initialize array, and how you are going to use. Means now I want to retrieve, I want to get those value. Then how will do? For that we have follow some loops. For loop, here I am going to the integer index array index initialized to 0 semicolon index less than arrays dot length. In Java, array is a object, and in object have one attribute length. Length is tell you okay, number of element. Index plus plus this for loop basic syntax, and we are going to numbers index. So this is the basic syntax. Here is the loop means we are going to starting from index 0 and getting the numbers of 0 position element, then increment the index, then second position, then third positions. In this way, we have to uh, first position we have to initialize. We have to declare array. Second, we have to initialize. Third step, we have to use it. Great. Let's run the program. Now your number is displaying. Okay. So this is the first is sometime we can say your declaration in not in two line, but you can also say we can declare in the same line as well. So this is the single line. Means we have declared an array of length 3 integer types and initialize the value. Okay. And second, maybe we can sometime same place where we are declaring at the same time we can initialize the value as well as means here we can declare, let's give yes, num numbers, let's see 1 equal to, here in the curly brace you can specify 1 comma 2 comma 3 and symbol your this. So this is the another way of when you initially know how many number of element we are going to declare. In that case, you can use the syntax, just declare, just mention your name of array and number of elements which you want to initialize. Means here is the declaration and initialization both in the same line. So in this case, compiler automatic identify the length of this array, size of the array. In this case, you don't have to specify the size. Size automatically evaluated from the right hand side. When we are going to declare array and at the same line we can also initialize. At that time we have not to specify the size. Size of the array is automatic calculated. Okay, good. So now let's, so in Java, Java is evolved as a language rapidly nowadays. So this is the syntax of getting a loop or iterating value. Okay. In case of Java, we have also another form of for loop, for enhancement loop. You can say here is your element integer value, and here you can specify your arrays. And now you have a on the value. So this is the enhanced for loop. Okay. Here in this place, this is your array, and here is the element of an array. First loop is going to iterate till the size of array, and one element, first element go to the v and you are going to the displaying on the v. Then second element again go to the v and then second element until your loop is completed. In this way also you can iterate array. These both kind of array known as a external iterator. Okay. Programmatically, these are the two syntax to retrieves value from an array. When Java evolved, Java have different approach also. If you want to read Java, if you want to read all the element of array, for that Java provides some set of different API as well as. Let's example another one API is the arrays dot stream, and here you specify your length, and that after that for each system dot out print. So this is the different one by different syntax, different API, which say in this way we can also, okay, these are the just simple. Okay, run. Let's run it. We are missing here semicolon. Okay, now you can look. This is also way. So we have a discuss first your old style, how to iterate loop from the initialization part, condition part, and then your increment decrement part. After that, you are retrieving the value. This is enhanced for loop. You just here specify the array list, and one by one automatic iteration happen, and you are getting the value. And we have another approach using the stream class. From Java 8, there is a concept of stream. Stream is a just a flow of value. They have read one by one value and further processing. The stream give you the one by one value from this array to this function for each. And now this for each function is going to print all your respective value. Okay, in next future I'll in future video I'll try to explain ki what is the stream and what is the for each functions, what this is the, you can say, uh, lambda expressions, how they are going to retrieve value. Okay, the next coming future video I'll explain on about what are the uh, functional interface, what are the lambda expressions. While evolving Java, Java also provide another way of instead looping concept. If let's here I want to loop 1 to 10 number, I want to print 1 to 3 number value. So instead of initializing array and looping it, Java provide some specialized method, specialized classes for you. For example, one class is an int have a range function. They take I want to 1 to 4. So they automatically will give you the one stream which have a 1 to 4 values. And here you just for each and print your value. Okay. So this is another approach. Here your outcome. Okay. This is the application. And here, just I am going to brief here. This is a specialized stream for the integer, and they have range function. Range. This range means this is starting from 1 and 4. 4 is not include. If you want to 4 include, we have to is range closed is another method. And for is simple, similarly just printing all the element from this. In we have another functions API which provide the similar kind of iteration. Whenever you want to iterate some value, we have a stream dot iterate. Okay, and we have to provide the from initial position to and next iterator. So let's key number equal to number plus 1, and that is stream dot for is system dot out dot println. Okay. So these are this is another way through which you can iterate this loop, iterate the number. Okay, you notice this is the your infinite. This is known as your infinite stream. Means they are starting one and going to incrementing plus one. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 infinite. In this case, we have to provide the limit. Let's say I want to 3 element. So they are only displaying the 3 element. Okay. So in this case, you have to mention your limitation, your limit part. How many number of element you are going to the process. So this stream dot iterate is the infinite stream. They are as per your, this is the as per your logic, you are just going to incrementing plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, they are going to infinite. But from this infinite stream you want to get only limit as a 3 or 4 or 5. So here I am going to limit 3, so only 3 element from this stream I am going to the print. Okay, so here we have discussed a different approach where you are going to iterating value. Okay, iterating value is we have a list of number array, and here we are going to iterate. The first approach is the basic approach. Here we have follow the for loop syntax, initialization part, your condition part, and increment decrement part, and the body. Second way, enhancement for loop. This is the just take specify your array name, and for from this array you are going to the taking value v1 is the first value, then next value, then second value, and a third value. In this way we have to get. This is the another way is the stream way. We are passing your array as a stream, array as a stream class. Now we have retrieve the, we have get the stream of numbers, and from this stream for each is a one functions which get one stream provide. Here is the stream of your number. This from stream one number go to this function they are printing, second number go, third number go. In this way all the elements are printed. Here these are the two specialized stream method. One is the int stream. For if Java provide set of specific stream as well as int stream, long stream, okay, double stream. Similarly, they have a provide if you want to loop from 1 to 10 times, 3 to 4 times, then you have to specify the initial range and from to end element. And here from those we are going to calculating printing all the element. Similarly, for each function, take your printing. This is responsible to printing your data, and these are a stream. Again, this is the stream of your int, stream of your int value. Okay, so here you know my stream is start from 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, 7. But be noted, this is the range function. Range function doesn't include your this last element. 4 is not included. Okay, they are 1 to 3. And last, here is the concept of infinite stream. Java provide we have a stream of iterate 1 to n plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 infinite stream, but here you have to set the limit. From this infinite string, I want to only retrieve three element or four element. Okay, for those, now again this becomes a stream of your three element. And now from this system, one element passed to your lambda, and this lambda function is printed your value. This is responsible to printed your functions. So in this way, we have to summary that there are different approaches where Java say you can iterate some whenever you want to perform some iteration. When you are perform, then Java have a multiple way of iterating. Okay, first way basic for loop, second way enhanced for loop, third way arrays as a stream API, fourth is the your int stream API, and final infinitive string API, stream API. Okay, hope it is useful for you. If you have any query concern, please write in the comment. I will reply. Thanking you.